The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Vivian Vance.
What do you got there? This is the new night school catalog from Danfield High. There are some wonderful courses for us here, Viv.
Oh, I didn't know you were interested in going. For us?
Yes, I've decided we're in an awful rut, so I got this catalog.
What do you mean we're in an awful rut?
Well, now, let's face it, Viv. Our idea of an intellectual conversation is to sit around and discuss whether Marshall Dillon will ever marry Kitty.
Now, what's wrong with that?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Viv. You were born with a brain. It was meant to be used.
Not necessarily. I was born with an appendix, and I had that taken out.
Look, I'm serious. We should keep our minds alert. There's no need to stop thinking just because we've been out of school for a couple of years.
A couple of years? Your mind may be alert, but your memory's gone Betty by.
Well, I find this pretty exciting. I just can't decide which course to take. Let's see, there's conversational French, and there's a United States foreign policy in the Middle East.
Oh, they both sound fascinating.
You're all wet. Oh, yeah? Yeah, you've lost your marbles.
Oh, they're arguing over marbles again.
Now, fellas, I thought we agreed that you weren't going to play marbles for keeps.
We weren't arguing about marbles.
Well, then what were you arguing about?
The amount of liquid fuel required to get a space capsule into orbit. I say liquid fuel used in space capsules is measured in tons.
And I say if it's liquid fuel, it's got to be measured in gallons.
Oh, I see.
Well, Mom, am I right?
Well, now, Sherman, you might be right. If those space things use as much gas as my car does, it could be measured in tons.
It's gallons, isn't it, Mom?
Well, let's see now. If we could figure out how many gallons there are in a ton, let's see now. There are 4 quarts to a gallon, and let's see now. A ton has, we all know that a pint's a pound the world around.
Holy cow! I told you our mothers wouldn't know.
Well, worth a try.
Where's that catalog?
Yeah. Whoa. Wonder if they've got anything called Cape Canaveral at a glance.
Welcome to Introduction to Chemistry and Physics. I am Professor Adrian Vance. Now, the first few weeks of our class will be devoted to chemistry. Now, you will notice about the class many pieces of equipment which undoubtedly you're not familiar with. However, as we go... Well, I see we have 2 new arrivals.
Yes, I'm Vivian Bagley.
And I'm Lucy Carmichael.
I'm so glad you were able to make our little class.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry we were late, but I forgot that my daughter, Chris, had a drum majorette rehearsal, and then I had to get a sitter for the 2 boys. And I want to tell you,
Mrs.
trying to talk those 2 kids into having a
Mrs. Carmichael, please. There's a class in session.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we miss very much?
No, just my opening remarks.
Oh.
But with the class's indulgence, we'll start all over again.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
That's very kind of you.
Welcome to Introduction to Chemistry and Physics. I am Professor Adrian Vance. Now, the first few weeks of this class will be devoted to chemistry. Now, the person sitting next to you will be your lab partner. Now, about this equipment which you see about you. Naturally, it is all unfamiliar to you now, but as time goes... Mrs. Carmichael,
Yes?
is there some problem?
Oh, I was just asking this gentleman to change places with me so Viv and I could be partners.
See, we live in the same house, then we can do our homework together.
Would you?
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you. Thank you.
And now, may I go on?
Oh, yes. Go
Yes,
right
thank
ahead.
you.
Thank you very
Let's
much.
see,
You don't mind, do you?
I hope you will bring to this class a great deal of curiosity. Yes, curiosity has led to many discoveries in the past and will lead to many discoveries in the future. Now, there are many things still to be conquered by science. Can you name any of them? Oh, yes?
How about a cure for the common cold?
Good.
Boy, she sure needs one, doesn't she? I don't think it'll happen in time to save her, though.
Mr. Vance,
Yes.
no one knows for sure if there's life on the other planets.
That's right.
Yeah, huh?
Yes.
No one has discovered the secret of eternal youth. Oh, well, they haven't. Oh, that's pretty silly.
No, come on, boss. Let's not scoff. After all, a scientist must keep an open mind. For everything is possible in science.
You see?
Now, this class may not make scientists of all of you, but it will make you aware of the world around you. Now, class, in the next few weeks, each one of you will have his own special project. And now, class, will you step down here, please? Gather around me. I'd like to explain some of this equipment to you. Now, this is a Bunsen burner.
Oh, that's what that thingamajig is. See, Viv? That's the Bunsen burner. I heard it.
The handle which controls the gas is very sensitive, so regulate it with care. All right, now, everybody, back to your work tables, You two young ladies will work right here.
Oh, we got our own work table.
Yeah. Now, I'll explain what you're supposed to do. You ready? Everyone, light his Bunsen burner.
Oh, you strike the match, Viv. Okay. My, that is sensitive. I'm sorry.
You weren't listening.
Well, I was listening. I think you used too big a match, Viv. Why'd you...
All right, class, let's have your attention. Now, you will notice many acids around here. Now, we will be handling a great many of these acids. Now, if you'll step this way, please. I am required by the Board of Education to point this shower out to you. Should you by any chance get any of these acids on you, simply step into this shower and pull this cord. And I might add, in all the time I've been teaching this school, we've never had occasion to use it.
I wonder if it still works.
Oh, yes, it works.
Yeah, it works. Us scientists have to learn to be on time.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late.
What's all this? We started our special projects tonight. Oh, well, do you want to guess what project I'm working on?
Splitting the atom.
No, somebody already did that. I don't want to be a copycat.
Oh.
I'm going to see if I can find the secret of eternal youth. Now, what do you think of that?
Well, now, I think you've cracked your beaker.
Professor Vance himself said nothing was impossible.
Okay, you've got your project. Now, what am I going to do?
Well, if you can't think of anything, why don't you help me try to find the secret of eternal youth?
Why not? What have I got to lose?
Maybe 10 years. Well, now let's get to work. We don't want to waste any time. Write this down. Get your pad and pencil. You should keep that with you all the time, Viv.
All right.
That's what a good assistant would do. All right, now write it down. C9H804.
C9H804.
Yeah. I wonder if I should use 1 cc or 2 cc's.
Well, now, it all depends on how many people you're planning to serve.
Will you be serious? Write down 1 cc.
1 cc.
Wonder if Madame Curie had this much trouble with her assistant.
Well, what special project do we have here?
I am trying to discover the secret of eternal youth.
Oh, that's very nice, very nice. I'm glad to hear the secret of what?
The secret of eternal youth. Remember, we talked about it in class, and you said it was possible?
I did?
Well, you said anything was possible.
Oh, yeah, well, yes, well, so it is.
Of course, you know what formula we're using here.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, I understand this formula. I've never seen it mixed this way.
Well, of course, I haven't had any results yet, but I just started.
Oh.
Drop around later and we'll give you a cup of youth.
I think I know what I need here. One of the acid salts. Get me some sodium bisulfate solution over there.
Okay. Hey, this is an awful lot of sodium whatchamacallit. It's gonna be kind of hard to pour, Lucy.
Oh, for heaven's sake, never bring it in an open beaker. What a dumb thing to do. That container has too big a mouth. That makes 2 of you. Oh, boy, the kind of lab help you get these days. Here, put 5 cc's in that, and hurry up.
Oh, Lucy, I'm spilling an awful lot of it. I spilled it all. What are you trying to do?
I was saving you. You spilled acid all over yourself.
Oh, what's going on here?
She spilled acid all over herself.
What acid was it?
One of the deadly acid salts, sodium bisulfate.
An acid salt, Mrs. Carmichael, is not an acid. It's a salt.
Oh. H2O. Stand right here, honey, and dry yourself off in front of our Bunsen burner. We're finally getting someplace.
I think so, too. You may not have found the fountain of youth, but you have invented a glass jungle, Jim.
All right, just take your notes. Listen, I'm going to need some more glass tubing. Go get it, please.
There is no more gas tubing. You've used it all, unless you'd like for me to empty the thermometer.
Liv, I need glass tubing. I don't care where you get it. I don't care how you get it, but get it.
Yes, madame. Mr. Vance, could I see you for a minute?
Yes.
Would Would you please do me a big favor?
Yes, of course.
Would you get our mad scientist friend to drop this ridiculous experiment?
Well, I admit that Mrs. Carmichael is a little unorthodox, but I feel a laboratory is a place where you find things out for yourself.
Well, I found something out for myself. Since she's become a mad genius, she's absolutely impossible to live with.
Oh, Professor Vance, would you do me a favor and look at my experiment? It seems to be doing an awful lot of bubbling.
Bubbling?
Yeah, but don't worry, nothing will spill. I put corks in all the tubes.
Corks in the tubes?
Yeah.
Corks in the tubes! Corks in the tubes!
Oh, honestly, I guess there's a shortage of corks, too. You know, it's really appalling the way we scientists have to put up with lack of supplies. Honestly. What happened? Oh, Mr. Vance? Mr. Vance? Are you all right? Oh, what happened? Mr. Vance? Huh? What happened? Are you all right?
I'm all right.
Now remember, keep an open mind.
Open mind?
An open mind.
Open mind?
Yes.
Open mind?
I think I better go look at my experiment and see if I can salvage anything from the wreck. I may have to start all over again.
Start all over again?
That's right.
You know, perhaps I should discourage her while Danfield High is still in one piece.
You better discourage her before she blows up the whole town. Hey, I got an idea. Is that stuff she's brewing in there fit to drink?
Why, yes. According to her notes, it's nothing but a mild sedative.
A mild sedative. That's perfect. She thinks that she's going to be able to change people with it. But we're going to change her.
Change her?
Uh-huh. We'll get her to drink some of that formula. And while she's asleep, you get me a little makeup from the drama department. Huh? How about that?
Professor Vance, I was able to salvage this much from the wreckage. This is a great day for mankind.
Mrs. Carmichael, the time has come to test your youth formula.
Oh, really? How wonderful. Where'll we get a monkey?
Well, I was thinking of a human being.
Oh, well, shouldn't we test it on a monkey first?
If there's one thing the world doesn't need, it's younger monkeys.
You're so right, Mrs. Bagley.
Well, I wonder who we can get to volunteer.
Maybe you could get one of your students to do it, Mr. Vance, huh?
Well, that's a good idea. Which one?
How about you?
Me?
Yes, what better person to check out this marvelous formula than its creator?
Well, I don't know. What was wrong with younger monkeys?
Mrs. Carmichael, a scientist must have faith in his work.
Oh, I have faith.
All right, then, Lucy, bottoms up.
You want me to drink it now?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Is there any reason why you shouldn't?
Well, for one thing, I'm not very thirsty.
You see, she doesn't have any faith in her own experiment.
Oh, is that so?
Uh-huh.
Now I think you'd better go to my office, lie down, relax.
Why? I feel fine.
Oh, but a complete relaxation is absolutely essential in an experiment of this nature.
Oh?
Yes, later we'll come in and check the results.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. All right.
Are you all right?
You know this was very tasty?
Our Sleeping Beauty is finished. Shall we wake her up?
Why not?
Thanks for the makeup kit.
formula worked.
It's time for... Oh, my formula. Oh. How do I look?
Indescribable.
It's incredible.
Really? Is it really? You know, my face feels so funny.
Now, don't touch. Isn't that right, Mr. Vance?
Oh, absolutely.
Why not?
Well, you've got to let your body become accustomed to the new molecular structure.
Oh, you know, the texture of my hair seems to be changed.
It's the wonders of chemistry.
Oh, and it's brown. Oh, now that proves I'm younger. I haven't had brown hair since I was 16.
That's just how you look. Sweet 16.
Really? Oh, well, I can't wait to see myself. Where's a mirror?
Well, the nearest one is in a girls' lounge right down the hall.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Georgie. I know what you're thinking. You didn't know Chris Carmichael had a sister. Well, she hasn't. I'm her mother.
Oh, her mother. That's nice.
Delafox. It's me, Lucy.
Lucy who?
Lucy Carmichael.
What happened to you?
It's a little potion I whipped up. And as soon as I put it on the market, you'll be able to look like this, too. How about that? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
So
well,
long.
she should be around here
Lucy!
somewhere.
Lucy!
Viv.
Huh?
Viv.
Huh?
Viv.
Huh? Lucy?
Are you alone?
Yes, there's just the two of us.
This is awful. Why didn't you tell me what I look like?
I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
We wanted to spare you.
Something must have gone wrong with my formula.
There, even scientists make mistakes. After all, you're only human.
I'm not too sure.
Oh, now, Lucy, it's not just a total flop. Now, you did prove that people's looks can be changed, and you did invent a new formula.
Yeah, and I know what to call it, instant ugly.
With your knowledge of chemistry.
I'm through with chemistry. I'm through with everything. I'll never step outside my house again.
Not even on Halloween?
My nose feels loose. I'm disintegrating.
It's a putty nose.
And your hair is a wig.
I did it all while you were asleep.
You scared me to death. Why did you do a thing like that?
You had it coming to you. You were getting absolutely impossible to live with.
Well, I guess I did get a little carried away.
But I did admire your enthusiasm.
Yeah, but my formula was a big flop.
Well, perhaps chemistry isn't your best subject. In a few weeks, we'll be switching to physics.
Physics. Physics. Now, that's right up my alley. Especially in nuclear physics.
Oh.
I've always wanted to be a nuclear physicist. Just give me a slide rule, a handful of uranium, and point me to the moon. That's what I've always wanted.